may be July, but back to school shopping time is just around the corner. According to a study from Bankrate, 30% of back to school shoppers say inflation is changing the way they shop. I talked with Bankrate Senior Industry Analyst Ted Rossman, who has some advice for shoppers.
So one tip you have is to plan ahead and stick to your list before you go to the store or place an order. Why is planning and sticking to the plan so important in saving money?
It's easy to get carried away, especially when your kids are saying, I want this, I want that. One idea is actually to involve them in the process. Share the budget with them, work together on comparison shopping and making those trade-offs. If they want to splurge in one area, like a fancy backpack or nice pair of shoes, well, maybe something has to give elsewhere and they need to sacrifice something else so that they can afford that splurge. It's really all about being an educated shopper.
Another tip is stacking the discounts. I like this idea. How much do store specials or maybe those gift cards that you might have make a difference?
Combine different savings methods. That can make a big difference because, yeah, store promotions are great, but you can multiply the impact when you combine that with a rewards credit card, let's say, using an online shopping portal like Rakuten for added savings, card-linked offer programs, things like Amex offers, Chase offers. Those are basically digital coupons that you can apply on top of some of these other methods. You can combine 2, 3, 4, maybe even 5 different saving streams. State sales tax holidays are another good one.
Right.
If you can really leverage multiple saving streams, that's the way to go.
Absolutely. Some parents might want to get all the shopping done right in one bang all at once when they can buy everything. But you say maybe don't do that.
We're seeing a trend for earlier back to school shopping and really stretching out that season. The National Retail Federation says 2/3 of back to school shoppers started making purchases by early July. Now, most of them still have some things left on their list, but the point is, just like we've seen around Christmas time, where a lot of people start in October now, back to school shopping has lengthened out, and you spread the impact over multiple paychecks. You could even extend that into the school year potentially. Ask your kid's teacher what you really need on day one versus what can wait. Things go on sale after Labor Day. Maybe you can hold off on some of the fall clothes because it's still warm out. Look to limit the impact on your paycheck by spreading things out.
One final tip you give is to include your kids on the back to school shopping trip. Why is that important?
Financial literacy is often undertaught in schools and at home. I really think back to school shopping can be a teaching tool. It can be an educational opportunity to talk to your kids about money. That, look, this is how much we have to spend. How can we work together to check off all the items on your list and make sure we're sticking within that budget? You can get things they want, but maybe that involves making some trade-offs and saying like, okay, we spent a little more on the backpack, so we're going to get the more basic folders and notebooks, something like that.
Is inflation affecting back to school shopping?
Not as much as in previous years. 30% of back to school shoppers say that inflation is changing their buying habits this year. That's still a lot of people, but it's down from 41% 3 years ago. That was when inflation peaked. I'm also pleased to say that tariffs are not really impacting the back to school shopping season. That was something people was worried about. In the end, though, prices are pretty flat. Inventory is good. Buyers are feeling a little bit better this year.
Well, I feel like I say this every year. I can't believe it's already back to school shopping season. Ted, thanks so much for joining me. I appreciate it.
No problem. Thanks.